They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Sooners will put total leather and will get started. Let's see what he can do with the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the running back has it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is...
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man out of the backfield. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The short hands, it's Lawson. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Abrams. Crosses to 40. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Abrams. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open. That could
breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. And here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Abrams. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Gators will have it first and 10. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Wants to throw on first down. That screen just never got set up, and they're lucky they didn't turn it over.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators decide to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's got great speed. Touchdown Sooner! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. They made the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll start this drive going to the air. Rush is on him. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man,
He unleashes a long one. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pitts. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Carr. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Gators! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Gives it on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Pocket breaking down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Now the pitch. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but...
Touchdown, Sooners! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner goes down. opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on first down. The quick out. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hauser. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the route. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On the move to his left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
And the ball is loose on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, very rarely in matchups do we talk about special teams. It's always offense and defense focused. But how about this punt return? It sets up the offense for great field position with the big dynamic punt return.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Bag's got it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Looking for a big play. Snags it down the right side. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th. Well, that's a huge completion on 3rd down, and David, he was double covered. I mean, what do you do as a coordinator moving forward now trying to stop this guy from making plays?
I can't tell you how frustrating that is.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him. And they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pucks it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late, but they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Overton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows